Is the Audi R8 the best supercar you can buy if you are currently balling on a budget? You want to drive a supercar, you want the thrills, you want the excitement, you want the experience, you want the way the car looks, the way the car handles, but you don't necessarily have $200, $250 plus $1,000 to go out and buy yourself maybe a brand new supercar, maybe a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, a Bugatti, a Pagani. Maybe that's, you're not balling at that budget just yet. But I've been thinking about a lot because obviously, or maybe not so obviously, if you've never been to this channel before, my name is Jake. I'm the owner-operator of Success Motors down here in College Station, Texas. And we actually primarily sell Ford Excursions, old diesel trucks, but we do sell a lot of like muscle cars, and I'm trying to branch into like the exotic realm or the supercar realm. So I've been doing a real deep dive into a lot of the cars, and I've landed on the Audi R8 might be one of the best values in the supercar market, particularly if you're trying to buy a car sub $100,000 that you can have a great time in, you can enjoy, and you're not going to lose a lot of money. So that would kind of be the kicker. So as I've been like dipping my toes into the supermarket game, if you will, I've been trying to, there's basically one rule: don't lose money. And if you're off by 5 or 10% on a $200,000 car, that can be a $10,000 or $20,000 hit. So I've been trying to decide, man, what's a good supercar that you can get into at a relatively low price, and you have a good opportunity to get your money back when you're done with it, or you even have an opportunity to maybe capitalize on some appreciation. So I'll try to keep this video as interesting as possible, and I'll get it off of me here. So we're just in one of our buildings. We got a couple of buildings down here in College Station, Texas, and as you can see, we've got one of the baddest Ford Excursions anywhere in the country right there, which I used to think was gigantic. We've got a very nice 7.3 one owner. You can find both of these for sale on our channel currently. And then you've got, when I used to think this Excursion was huge, you've got a gigantic F350 back there. In fact, I'll walk over there and show it to you. Don't worry, we'll get into the Audi R8 here in just a minute. So I've got an Audi R8 Spider right there, which looks tiny in comparison, and it really is a pretty small car, but definitely in comparison to an Excursion. But there's the big old F350. This truck is absolutely gigantic. But back to the Audi R8. So this car down here is a 2012, and I'll get back to it. It's a 2012 Audi R8 Spider. And this car is currently listed for sale on our channel for $78,995. And what's interesting is this car is 13 years old. It only has 36,000 miles on it. You can almost rest assured that the first owner of this car kept it in the garage, maintained it well. This one particularly was garage kept and serviced. Sorry, I'm going down some stairs. Was serviced at the Audi dealership since new. So you can pretty much rest assured that when you're buying one of these, it's been really well cared for. And with that, you can know, or at least you have a higher probability of it being a car that you're not going to experience a lot of problems with, at least hopefully so. But so anyway, this car is listed for about $78,000, $79,000, and it is, in my opinion, at the bottom of the depreciation curve. So this car started life at $184,000, and now it's somewhere around 78. So just to give or take, it's a little less than half, or whatever that math works out to, what it started life as. But I believe that this car is done depreciating, and now it would give you the opportunity to buy it, drive it for a few years, put a few thousand miles on it, cherish it, and have a good opportunity at selling it and getting your money back, if not making some money. So the R8 particularly, if you know this one is the V10, 5.2 liter V10, my understanding is it's almost an identical car to the Lamborghini Gallardo, and that's a good buy as well in my opinion. I think they're done depreciating also, and they have an opportunity to go up. But these Audi R8s, this still looks like, are very similar to a brand new R8. In fact, if you're not a absolute Audi R8 guru, you probably wouldn't know that this car is 13 years old. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you're just driving it down the road. So it still looks like a absolute, fire brand new supercar. And it gives you all the thrills of driving one. It's still 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. But again, it's $78,000 with an opportunity of it potentially appreciating, or at least no longer depreciating. Also, it's relatively inexpensive to fix if it breaks. Certain things, of course. The tires are expensive, but they're not insane expensive. And in fact, I just learned recently, like a set of tires on a Bugatti, I think any of the Bugattis, is like $45,000. A new set of tires on an Audi R8, they'll last several thousand miles, and they're only like $2,500. So the maintenance costs aren't as high, the repair costs aren't as high. Now, I'm sure there are some exceptions. If something went wrong in a peculiar position on this car, it might be hard to get to it. It might cost a lot of money to fix. But overall, my understanding is these are quite reliable. Again, it's at the bottom of its depreciation curve, and it'll give you all the vibes of having a supercar, because at the end of the day, it is a supercar. Like I said, it's got the 5.2 liter V10. I think it makes over 500 horsepower, and it's a very, very quick car. But anyway, this video is not going to be too long, but if you're interested in a supercar, one where you can have fun, you can enjoy it, you can go to car shows, you can take your kids for a ride, but you're not interested in potentially losing money, I think the Audi R8 is possibly a very good car option for you to consider. Now, if you want to buy this one, I'd love it if you did, but certainly that's not the goal of this video. The goal is just to kind of talk about the Audi R8. That's pretty cool how when you open the door, it pops up and shows Audi there. But this is a very nice car. Even being 13 years old, it's very subtle. It doesn't look outdated. They did a good job of not putting a big screen in, which would then look outdated now. Just a very nice car, nice creature comfort, sounds good, drives good, all of those things. Beautiful car. This one specifically only has 36,000 miles on it and still smells new. Very nice car. But if you're looking into getting into the market, I think an Audi R8 is potentially a good supercar for you. I also know they just stopped making them. And I've been watching the auction like crazy because I've been trying to pick up another one. And I've noticed even in the past few weeks or months, these values maybe even seem to be going up. And in fact, there was one or two yesterday that went for sale wholesale for way more than I was expecting. And the new ones, like the 2018 and newer cars, man, they're still close to the $150,000, $160,000, $200,000 range. So this one being a 2012, having the V10 at only $78,000, I think it makes this specific car or others like it a very good deal. And also, I was using some of our software that we have to check out like what's for sale in the area. One of the tools that I use says that there's only 13 R8 Spyders for sale in an 1,800 mile radius of me. So it's got relatively low numbers for sale. I don't know how many of them they made, but it crosses all the boxes on being an awesome supercar. It's under $100,000 and has an opportunity to appreciate. Guys, I think that this is a great buy. If you're in the market for a supercar, I think you should consider an Audi R8 Spyder for your collection, at least as you're getting your feet wet before you hop into something like maybe a Lamborghini or something that costs a couple $100,000. Because if you're looking to just have a good time and not lose any money as you try to see if this is maybe a hobby or something you want to get into, I think the Audi R8 is a good option for you. But hey, like and subscribe if you don't mind. It'd be a blessing for me. Also, I'm very curious to see what kind of traction a video like this gets on our YouTube channel, because if it gets a lot of traction, I have every intent of bringing in more supercars and really taking this channel to another level. And as always, like and subscribe if you don't mind, but I don't edit these videos. I'm filming it on a GoPro. I like things to not be super edited, but just very casual and laid back. So let me know in the comments what you think about the Audi R8, what you think about this video, and if you'd like to see more content like this. Until then, God bless you guys, and I will talk to you soon.